This is Adam's Answers, and we're talking about happy accidents. Oh, hey, I found $1. Hey, everybody. So I was thinking about that phrase that you sometimes hear people say, happy accidents. I think people say that to describe things that go awry, but the end result ends up so much better than what you'd hoped for. I then tried to think of a time in my life when maybe this had happened to me, and I immediately thought of Miss Joan. For years, people would call my cell phone and ask for Miss Joan. I'd always have to say, "I'm sorry, you have the wrong number." Some of them were calling from jail. Some were calling from a payphone at a homeless shelter. Eventually, I started to say, "I don't know Miss Joan, but I'm happy to talk to you if you want." I actually got to know some really cool people that way. I was thankful that I was able to listen to them when they needed a friend. But I still didn't know who this Miss Joan lady was. I could tell she spent a lot of time helping people and loving others in need. But that's all I knew. She seemed so cool, and I wanted to call and tell her about my happy accident. But I couldn't figure out what her phone number was. I kept trying to misdial my own number, 7888, nothing. 7887, nothing. 7886, this wasn't working. These calls continued for years. And I'd ask everybody who called me asking for, who is Miss Joan? But nobody that I talked to really seemed to know. They had just been given her number and told to call if they needed help. But then one day, I got a call from a guy named Michael. We talked for a really long time, and I asked him about Miss Joan. And then he actually remembered the name of the church where Miss Joan and her friend Miss Janet do a lot of their good work in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Grand Rapids? That's the city where I grew up. And so I called the church, and they put me in touch with Miss Joan. And the next time I was in Grand Rapids, I got to meet her for the very first time. Now, Miss Joan is not a larger-than-life person. She's actually on the small side. But every hour of every day, she makes herself available to help people in need. I asked her, "Why do you do it, Miss Joan?" And she actually just said, that's who she was called to be. I also got to meet several of the folks that I had spoken to on the phone. A few of them even became friends. Now, here were some complete strangers reaching out to Miss Joan and getting me instead. The happy accident is that my life has been changed. Anytime I'm in Grand Rapids now, I try to see my new friends. I wonder if these happy accidents are accidents at all. Maybe these seemingly random events are just the way it's supposed to be. I gotta take this. Hey!